Well, when you say that, the seller's expectations are misaligned with the market. This whole issue of coming up with a objective or at least reliable market value for a property and whether or not it will sell in X number of days, all this stuff. I'm sure you probably get calls all the time from land investors like this who want to know that, like, what's this thing worth? What would it sell for in 6 months or whatever the question is? How do you come up with a reliable number on that? Like, what is that process to truly understand as accurately as possible? What is this thing worth?
I feel like the data sources are pretty similar. I pull a comp report from the MLS. Shoot, I still use priced for comp reports, especially on the really rural stuff. And then most county assessor websites, you're able to actually go and look at sales data, where one of my clients this weekend did an event out east. They sold about 40 properties in a day. And I mean, they spent a ton of money on marketing and advertising it, like Ranch Liquidation Event in Colorado, and got 100 appointments set and sold out all their property out there. And the funny thing about it is none of that's going to show up on the MLS or like a price report or a comp report or anything like that. It's only going to show up on the assessor website of recent neighborhood sales. So you have to be looking at the assessor website to show what the last sale price actually is, because so many land transactions actually occur off market, and that data is not always captured.
That's a huge insight right there. Just understanding the limits of the MLS. Even when you do look at the MLS, like sometimes there's errors in there too. Like if a property is sold with owner financing, like it's not necessarily going to tell you that if you're looking on Zillow, or if the realtor puts the wrong sold price in there because they're too lazy to update it from the listing price. I mean, it's not going to show you that either. There's just a lot of nuance there. And it does seem like you're getting a much more accurate picture looking at the assessor. So that's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, 40 properties just sold in an area where I think if you look on Zillow or something like that and try to see what's sold in the last year, like maybe 5 have sold, but they just sold 40 and none of those are going to show up.
Wow. It's a game changer right there when you understand that stuff is happening. This event you're talking about, is this like an auction or something? Or what is this event that they set up? Like if I want to set up an event, how do I do this and sell 40 properties?
Yeah, I mean, spend $100,000 on marketing, step one. But they ran radio ads. They ran a ton of Facebook and Instagram ads saying Ranch Liquidation Event, appointment only, starting at this price. They were not offering seller financing. They had a bank there, being able to write land loans at the table. Like they had a big tent set up. They had 20 salespeople out there that would drive the appointments to the land that's available. Everyone had walkie-talkies saying, oh, parcel 30 just sold. Really cool to see. And people, ranch salespeople have been doing events like this for decades. But that was my first time going to a ranch liquidation. So it's not an auction. It's just like a really well-organized, well-marketed sales event that, they did 2 some odd million in a day.
Were these properties selling at discounts, like less than market value?
Nope.
Wow. Seriously, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've got listings right up the street that haven't sold yet. And I'm like, that's a way to do it. And the thing is, like, you need to be able to spend the marketing on it to be able to, function like that. And you have to have a team and everything. It's really cool. I love being on the buy side representing these clients to acquire large ranches and do projects like this. But it's a lot. It's a lot what they do for what they do. But if you think about the people that do a subdivision or a minor subdivision, if you sold all your lots in one day, yeah, you could take the profits from 2 of the 30 and have that just go right into the marketing for the event. You just have to be well capitalized enough to afford it.
The buyers that show up to these things, are they motivated by this idea that, hey, these are kind of off-market listings? Like, I can't find these on the MLS. It's a unique opportunity. I mean, they must not be motivated by a discount because that's not what they're going to get. So, like, why would they even show up to this?
Good marketing. Like I'm hammering the point of good marketing of the ads.
So when you say good marketing, like what is good about it? Like what are they saying to get the people to show up?
Well, I think they frame it well. Ranch Liquidation Event is what they're calling some of this. That gets people, I get the ads for them too. Like I got on their list, before they became my clients because I was like, oh, ranch liquidation, that sounds cool. And then you see of, hey, I can buy these 35, 40 acre lots close to Colorado Springs for 60 grand. Which is market price for them, but it feels like you're getting a really good discount because you've been primed beforehand because you're going to this liquidation event where they're selling off all of them. And then you show up and there's the, that kind of dopamine rush that you have whenever you're in a crowd of people and all these, they've got the tent, they've got the salespeople and everyone's running around. And it's really exciting of like, hey, if you want to buy it, it's today or never. And so it creates a sense of scarcity that makes it so where that like you're not going to get another opportunity like this. And I think at that price point of that, they ranged in price from like 50 to 120, depending on access and and all sorts of stuff like that. It's a great product, first and foremost, too, but it's exciting. And being able to make a decision like that, people still want that dream of being a landowner in the United States. And so I think it's very different if you're like Ranch Liquidation Event and it's a bunch of desert squares in the middle of the Mojave Desert or something like that, as versus like nice ag exempt land in Colorado within an hour of Colorado Springs.
Wow. So that's a big takeaway, is use the word liquidation as many times as possible, and that'll somehow work magic.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, it was really cool to see. Like it made me, for some of my listings, try and think about how can I execute this with a smaller team. You need an event planner, you need, social media marketing, you need everything. But, there's a reason my clients have done over $1 billion in sales doing what we do.